We do have another closure to warn you about as part of the reconstruction efforts on John Nolen Drive. As part of those efforts, South Broome Street is currently closed. It will reopen by 4 p.m. this coming Tuesday. At 5 a.m. the next day, North Shore Drive is scheduled to close and will remain closed until mid-July. The Capital City Trail and North Shore Drive shared use paths will remain open throughout construction. A note for those of you who drive overnight, the John Nolen Causeway will be closed from 11 Tuesday night through 5 Wednesday morning. That's to allow crews to complete a concrete bridge deck pour.